How can I come in your very presence wearing this dirty cloak? How does this cloak become dirty? Because तूने मुझको जग में भेजा, निर्मल देकर खाया. You sent me into this world, gave me a perfectly pure cloak to wear. आकर के संसार में मैंने इसको दाग लगाया. I came into this world, and instead of maintaining that purity, I have brought in all kinds of stains onto this cloak. Oh, Sunder Iyer. Oh, 20 years with Baba. Oh, gold medal. Oh, PhD. I've just worn all stains all over the place. So I've defined who I am. I live in this so-called cloak, and all of us have cloaked ourselves like this. And this is not just this birth. Birth after birth after birth, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. You get the message. But we are constantly staining our cloak. How do I take this cloak and come to your presence, O God? You gave me such a beautiful voice. But instead of speaking about you, instead of speaking to you, I use it for gossiping. I use it for trash. Instead of closing my eyes and meditating upon you, I use it to see everything flirting by, everything frivolous. And having lived that kind of life, how do I come now and offer a song to you? So it's not about singing a bhajan in the mic. Oh, I didn't get a chance to sing. Oh, I'm the oldest devotee, I must get my chance first. No, those are our own little egos playing fun here. But when I really sing, do I become empty? Can I become empty? What kind of song can I really offer you? Can my life be a song? Can I be that melody? And let my thought, my word, my action be the melody that you can listen to. You know, as I was talking yesterday in a small satsang, God listens to your actions more than your words. Right? We speak and we sing and we pray to Swami. But Baba says, I can't hear you because your actions are speaking louder than your words. So through our actions we can offer songs to Baba. And those actions can be as melodious as the best ghazal singer in the world that you can sit and listen to. Our feet, are they walking towards God? How can I bring this feet to you, God? Instead of traveling towards you, and what that means is that every decision we make in every day, do we place God as our priority? Do we place Baba as our priority? Does our life revolve around Baba, or does the day revolve around what I want? We need to ask ourselves these questions. And I think occasions such as this, especially since Swami's resurrection, I like to call this day or this week or this time as Swami's resurrection. He's resurrected back into where he came from. Now he is all the more available to each one of us. No more VIPs, no more VVIPs, no more interviews. It's all interviews. He's open to all of us. Just as Christ was, just as Krishna is. He's come back, he's gone back. He was the infinite spirit. He took the birth of a human form, and we'll talk about stories of that. And then he's gone back to being the infinite spirit, which is within us, around us, in us. He always identified himself with that infinite spirit. And so if our lives revolve around him, then every step we take is a step towards him. I love this bhajan. And though initially you would feel this bhajan is very discouraging, it's more of a pessimistic bhajan. Oh my gosh, how I'm cloaked in dirt, how do I come to you? Oh, my voice is broken because I wasted my voice, how do I sing for you? Oh, I'm not walking in your path, so what can I do? It awakens that question. Then how do I clean this Nirmal Vani that you gave me? How do I clean this pure cloak that you had given me? That we adorn ourselves, right? So I love this bhajan. I like to offer it at the satsang and at Swami's feet. Sagapadani Danida Pasa Sanida Pa Gapada Pada Sanida Sa Meri Chadar Ud ke kaise मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारे आऊं, द्वार तुम्हारे आऊं। हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे मन ही मन शर्माऊं, शर्माऊं, शर्माऊं। मन ही मन शर्माऊं। मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैली चादर द्वार तुम्हारे आऊं। हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे मन ही मन शर्माऊं। मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे तूने मुझको जग में भेजा, निर्मल देकर पाया। आकर के संसार में मैंने इसको दाग लगाया। जन्म जन्म की मैली चादर, जन्म जन्म की मैली चादर कैसे दाग छुड़ाऊं। मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे निर्मल वाणी पाकर तुझसे नाम ना तेरा गाया। ओ निर्मल वाणी पाकर तुझसे नाम ना तेरा गाया। नयन कर के परमेश्वर कभी न शीश झुकाया। मन वीणा की तारे टूटी, मन वीणा की तारे टूटी। अब क्या गीत सुनाऊं। मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे। When I was very new and fresh, this was probably my introspection going on. Maybe I need to get purified to get Baba's attention. We were about 100 students around Baba, and I was wondering, how do I get his attention? Now, having spent so many years under his umbrella, I know there is nothing like getting his attention. The fact that you were there, you were among the chosen ones, that itself is the greatest privilege. But then I told you, I was Amitabh Bachchan fan. I didn't have time for deep introspection, but I did introspect. So I wanted Baba to know my name. I want Baba to know who I am. Those 100 guys in Swami would pass by, and I wanted him to know I am Sunder Iyer. Because that was for me, that was very crucial. I needed a guru, I needed a teacher, and I needed a personal one. And so my introspection was, what is it? Do I need to purify myself? What does that mean? What have I done wrong in my 16 years of life anyway that I need to purify? But I knew there was some kind of a thing I had to go through to get his attention. I didn't know what it was. And so the hostel inauguration ceremony was coming. It was 1980 that we were living in the ashram itself, right across Swami's mandir, the first couple of years. And later on, the hostel was built during that time. You know, when Baba's college had started, the college was not ready. The hostel was not ready. And Baba started off the college. This is exactly what he does. Now, if you say to somebody, I moved into my new home. Oh, where is it? Oh, it's still being built. And you moved? Yes, you moved. They'll think you're crazy, right? You probably wouldn't do it. That is why I was talking yesterday of how we logically plan our lives. We think we are sane, this is the right way to do it. But God breaks all those rules and shows you how you can be so illogical and yet succeed. So the college was being built, college was not ready. The hostel was being built, the hostel was not ready. Oh, boys can still live in the sheds. Yeah, no problem. Let's start off. He couldn't wait because the time was right. He had to keep going. Whether the engineers were part of his plan, they had to catch up. It's amazing. And I hope I can remember to share these little things, how Swami just decides and goes for it. Nothing can stop him. How does he get this vision? How does he know this is the right time? You know, there are a lot of people who think Baba has a set of advisors who advise him. Nobody advised Baba, let me assure you. Even the closest person would just stand and wait to be spoken to. Nobody would dare say, excuse me, Baba, and go and talk to him. Nobody. It's a tradition in India. The highest of the gurus are never spoken. You wait till you're spoken to. You never go and disturb them. So nobody. So Baba didn't have a set of advisors to say, Baba, let us plan. We like your vision of college now. Here, let's sit and plan together. Never happened that way. So he would come to our classes, which were held in the Ishwaramba High School. So the Ishwaramba High School, which is the oldest Telugu school that Swami started, which was built in stone. And Swami said it last thousands of years, because that was the very first educational institution started by Baba, and it is completely built in solid stone. I don't think it's going anywhere. So those kids, poor kids, were all crammed into a few classes, and then we were given a few classes, so we crammed into classes. And guess what? Baba would come and visit us almost every day, because he was excited. This was his new thing. Oh, college, let's go to the classes. So, and Baba would come and visit us and sit in our classes, and he will walk, and we all want to see what he's doing. He'll say, no, I'm going to sit in the back seat, you all pay attention to the class lecturer. And the lecturer would probably be, I remember we had an economics lecturer, and I think he's still in Puttaparthi, and he was teaching us economics when Baba walked in one day. He said, what are you teaching? Oh, money, money. But he went and sat right at the back. And he said, oh, go look, everybody look in the front, don't look at me. And there was one boy who had, broken his glasses, and he has this thick soda glasses, we call it soda glasses, pardon me, I mean I don't mean anything for people who wear thick glasses, but we used to call that, and this guy was that day looking at like this, and his name was Girish, and so Swami sat, he said, hey Girish, what is this? Why are you doing this? Swami, he broke his, so the one of those things that come off. Swami said, give it here, you look front. So, we don't know what Swami was doing with those glasses. We were very curious. Will he fix it? Won't he fix it? Will he fix it? Will he not fix it? What is he doing with the glasses? He said, nobody look at me. Everybody listen. And I think it was about 20 minutes or so. Later, Swami got up and looked at the boy, said, show your face, took the glass, gave him spectacles back. And that boy, until then, had not. We were all discovering Swami in our own way, right? So the moment Swami left, he was like, how did he do this? How did he do this? I had lost that screw. That tiny little screw that I had lost it. There is no way he could have done this. The screw is right there. And we all crowded around him for the next dinner. Really? Are you sure? Because for us, we were very new witnessing these things. And Swami would perform these things just as he wouldn't announce it. He would be so subtle in his approach. And suddenly he just put the glasses and now you can see good. So for him, that boy, poor thing, is struggling how to fix it. That was his aim. So he did it and gone and we were all excited. Anyway, so that was how, that was a blessing in disguise, that the college was not ready and the hostel was not ready. So we had a chance, because hostel was being built, we had the chance to live in the ashram and sleep in the sands around Swami's, just below his bedroom window. And so, when the hostel was being finally ready, Swami said, now you have to move. And so we decided we'll make a big program for Swami and invite him and have him bless the inauguration occasion. So until then, I had not established, if you will, quote unquote, a personal contact with Baba. I was just one among the boys. I wanted desperately have that individual attention. And so I saw this inauguration program as a good chance for me to do something. Maybe I can perform something in front of Baba. So in Bombay, I was part of the Vyayam Shala. You know, in Bombay, they have the RSS, and they used to have these young kids. They will teach them what is called Malkham, that you climb on a rope and you do yoga on the rope and all that. And thank goodness my father used to send me for that. And though I would hate it those days, that time I said, this is something I can do. I don't think Swami has ever seen somebody doing yoga on a rope. And so I was very thrilled that I could do that. And I spoke to the warden then. He said, because they were asking, there was a talent search among 150 boys. There was a talent search. Somebody said, I can sing. Yeah, been there, done that. Swami said, boys singing. Who else? Somebody said, we can do Bhangra dance. Oh yes, that is good. We haven't tried dancing before, Swami. Are you sure you like it? So we don't know, we'll give it a try. And that we were one of the first ones to jump and yell and scream in front of Swami. But you get up at 4:30 in the morning, 5:30, and it's quiet. So one opportunity to do Bhangra. Every boy wanted to be a part of it. Every boy. And Swami loved it. I mean, we could actually wear color clothes. So colored lungis and colored kurta. And that was one of I think the first time we ever did Bhangra in front of Swami. And Swami loved it so much. After that it became a permanent, got a permanent position in the programs that students put across in Swami's thing. So as they were doing this talent search, I said I can do yoga on a rope. So they said, what is that? I said, oh, this is done in Maharashtra. It's something unique. I can climb 20, 30 feet up in the air. And so they were very excited. They said, okay, let's see if we can arrange those poles and the rope and all that, and let's do it. I said, yes, this is it. This is it. I was very excited. And they said, anything else you learned in Maharashtra? I said, I can jump through rings of fire also. So the warden was a little cautious. That is maybe a little dangerous. I said, no, actually it's fantastic. And Baba's not seeing these things. Let's do something nice. So you would think, if at a place where a person is revered as God and Master, he's establishing an educational institution for spiritual development. He's coming for the inauguration of that profound university. The program would be steeped in deep meditation and chanting and prayer. There was a bunch of boys like, how can we make it exciting? That's how much we knew about Swami. It's not bad or good, it's just who we were. And see, that is the beauty of it. It is not about the offering. It is about the intensity of devotion behind it. We wanted to do something with Swami. I mean, just as your kids would come and draw something, Mommy, I draw you. I drew you. Now, if your husband had drawn you and shown you, you would be in deep trouble. Right? That's why we are not good at that. We won't get into that. But your child does it, and you see that, and you say, wow, this is so sweet, and you put it on the fridge with the magnet, and it's there. You show it off to everybody. Look at this 3-year-old, she drew me. Why? Because you don't question what is being offered. You go beyond it. You look at the devotion of this child, the purity of the offering, and go with it. So that is how it was with Swami. So Swami encouraged us simply because he knew, in the hearts what they wanted. They wanted to do this for me. It was nothing else. They wanted my attention. They wanted me to come and so he loved that. And that was the relation we had with Baba and students enjoyed with Baba. That is why you had sports meets and things like that we started off later on. And Swami encouraged us to do the wildest things. So this was, so I said I can jump through rings of fire, and they said, okay, we'll try that. So we built a ring. I said, let me make it more exciting. We built a ring which was just 2 feet in diameter, so my shoulders can just go through. And then I jumped through one ring of fire, and that was working. I said, let's make it 2 rings of fire and see if we can go through it. So we had 2 rings of fire, one behind the other, and I would come in, like a trained monkey. No, what is it? They train tigers to do that. So monkeys are much more intelligent. And so there were 2 rings of fire, and I managed to jump that. I said, no, yeah, this has to be something much more better. Let's make it 3 rings. And make it 1, 2, 3, and then we practiced with that. And then through trial and error method, because there was no Google those days, we couldn't find YouTube videos of people who had done it before. We had learned that, you dip it in diesel and you immediately light it up. There's too much smoke, so you got to let it dry. And then so when you light it, you just see a thin ring of fire, and everything else is clear. There's less of smoke. And it's kerosene, not diesel, whatever. So we had all this planned. The occasion came, and Swami came for the function. I also want to share this incident from another perspective of how that evening, for me, I learned firsthand what he meant when he said, I am an embodiment of love. Until then, I heard him say it, but I couldn't digest it. I said, what do you mean you are the embodiment of love? You can say I'm practicing love, understandable. Somebody to say, I am love. I am the embodiment of love. So for me, I couldn't comprehend what that meant. It's easy to speak something and listen to something, but if you really go, what does that really mean? I am an embodiment. That is, this is love? This is love walking in 2 feet? What does that even mean? But that evening, to me, proved the spontaneity of what he meant and how he lived. He was spontaneous in his divinity. He was spontaneous in his love. And I'll explain to you, for those of you who have not heard the story. So we had the function was ready, and Baba came, and we did the Bhangra dance, and I wanted to get in everywhere. So I was part of the Bhangra dance, quickly went into the room, changed, came back ready. In the meantime, some other program went, and then I did the yoga on the rope, and Swami was very happy with it. And so after every asana, Swami, from there, he would bless me, and I would do namaste, and I'll say, yes, it's working. I'm sure he'll call for me tomorrow and ask for me or something. But I was just excited that there was a one-on-one contact there among all the crowd. So for us, we never did anything for the crowds. Crowds never mattered to us. It was just only Swami. It has always been like that. And that is why there would be President of India sitting, there would be big shots sitting, we would never be looking at them. I mean, they don't mean anything to us. We have great respect for them, no, please don't get me wrong, but next to Swami, everybody else disappeared. It was just him. Whether he came with 2 persons or whether he was sitting in the midst of millions, it didn't matter to us. For us, he's watching, that's all. If he got up and went away, we would be like shocked. What happened? Did Swami like it? What do we do? Shall we close shop? Shall we stop this program? What's going on? So for us, it was very crucial that he was why we were even doing it. It has always been like that for devotees. And that is why, it's strange when you had this Kulwant Hall, and I haven't been to Puttaparthi for 15 years now. So when I watch these YouTube programs, everybody is facing Swami and doing it. Though there are millions of people crowded at the back, they're all seeing the backs of all the performers. Where in the world have you seen this kind of... There are millions gathered, they sit for hours, and all they see is the back of all these performers. And everybody is facing one person. Just one individual, Swami. That is his magnetism. That is the power he commanded as being who he was. So when Swami blessed me and all that, so I was very happy. Now, the rings were kept behind some bushes, so that at the last minute they were dipped in kerosene at 3 o'clock in the afternoon for the 7 o'clock program. And so we were waiting for a couple of other small little programs to be presented to Swami, so it became a little dark so that the fire will be seen. So we said we'll keep it towards the end. So we had dipped it and we waited for it to dry so that we can see only the ring, right? There was one enthusiastic boy. So just before our time came, we were looking at the rings. We said, come on, let's get ready. He said, Brother Sundar, you must thank me, okay? I said, why? He said, you guys forgot to put kerosene. It was completely dry. I just poured it nicely. This was 5 minutes before our program is going to start. 5 minutes before. I said, what did you do? He said, don't worry, it's all done now. See, it's nice and wet. I said, oh my God. You're not supposed to do that. But, adrenaline is flowing and the program is going on. You don't want to stop anything now. He said, you know what? Let's just do it. Forget it. We'll just do it. The only thing we decided, this is where I think sometimes you become more important than the offering. For me, that was my lesson that I took home. Is sometimes you start with good intentions. You want to make an offering, blah blah blah. Just explain. But after a while, it becomes, what else can I do? What else I can do? What I become so big that the offering becomes too small. And of course, the person to whom being offered perhaps disappears then. It's all about who I am. How does my altar look? How is my bhajan in my house? How was my dinner after my bhajan in my house? So it's just all about me now. The bhajan becomes small, and the altar and the Swami inside the altar is completely forgotten. So that was what that evening was. What else can we do? So what we even went to the extent of, I think when Swami will see the smoke coming out of this ring, he will tell us to stop it. So this is how he planned it. He said he might send word to stop it. So before he speaks to the warden and the warden starts walking all the way to us, we must quickly finish all the 3 rings. So I told these guys, hey, don't stop. Whatever it is, I want to do these 3 rings before Swami. I have to do it. So the ring had 2 handles coming out. And since we didn't plan for this extreme burst of flames and smoke as, with the diesel, the handle was pretty small in its length, because if it's too long, then the thing will wobble. So it was pretty short in its length, and the boys had to hold it on either side. So we went there, lit the first ring, and poof, the flames came up, and the boys held, and I jumped to the first ring. There was a clap, and then 2 boys came and they lit the second one. The second one was like about a feet or 2 feet away from the first one. I ran, and I could see it was completely covered in smoke, but somehow I managed to see the rings, and I cleared the first 2. As I cleared and got up and came running, I saw the warden started walking towards me. I couldn't see Swami because too much smoke, but I saw the warden walking, and he was waving like that. So I told these boys, hey, 3rd ring, quick, 3rd ring. Now these boys were like, Sundar, let's stop it now, because our hands are scalding, it's too hot. The first 2 boys were like, they're holding it for some time, and it's getting very hot for them. They said, Sundar, let's stop it. I said, come on, man, 2 more minutes, let's do it. So the 3rd pair of boys came and they lit the 3 rings, and I went, before the warden could say, I ran towards the 3 rings. Now this is all done, like I have